I feel like lately there has been a lot of pressure on younger people to build a better world. There's just a lot of things going on that, when you look at the history of our world, have kind of always been happening. But when you add the internet on top of this, a lot of the ignorance that used to come with being younger is starting to disappear. As a result, I feel like young people tend to take a lot of responsibility onto themselves. When you do that for long enough, it can sort of cripple you and make you break down. It starts to feel as though it's up to you to fix everything going wrong in the world. And that's just too much, especially when you're younger, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. When I say young people, I mean high school, I mean college. That's what I'm referring to. This did not come out of nowhere, though. Lately, it feels as though there is a culture of already knowing. Does that make sense? Like, you cannot be ignorant at all. You are not allowed to not know anything because you should just know better. That's not really fair to anybody. The internet is a magnificent tool. It does allow you to do a lot of research at the tip of your fingers. It's very easy to just go on Google and search up the latest whatever's trending on Twitter and try to get some information from that. However, sometimes it's hard to know what to look up. Sometimes it's hard to know what to follow. And again, it's just too much. When I was younger, I always struggled with the idea of not knowing enough. People around me would tell me when I made mistakes that I should have just known better without having been told from the beginning anything that I should have known. In my opinion, when you're young, you're in a position where you are allowed to make mistakes. Now, I'm not saying you should go and be malicious or be bad. That's obviously never good. I think that's the one thing that humans as a whole know. You should not act badly for the sake of acting badly. But then that brings in the question, what is bad and blah, blah, blah. To make it simple, I believe if you're acting out of the true kindness of your heart, then you're doing okay. If you guide yourself with that compass, then you'll be fine. Keep an open mind and be honest. My mom has a saying, I don't lose. I either win or I learn. And I really like that saying. Because mistakes are bound to happen by anybody. It just happens. Whether you know something or don't know something, you slip up, you fall, you hurt someone's feelings. It just happens. That's just how it goes. It is so much better for you to take it as a learning opportunity rather than taking it and beating yourself up for not knowing something you, quote, should have already known. It's just not fair. And that, again, brings me back to the whole internet thing. There are concepts and ideas that are being thrown around all over with no nuance. It's either one way or it is a completely different way. There's no in between. That's just not the truth about anything in the world. There's always multiple parts of any story. But when you put these ideas into the funnel of the internet, and they trickle down to the young people who are trying to learn and figure things out, and have the pressure of solving the world on their back, things get twisted really, really quickly. What is considered wrong gets much bigger every single day. What is considered right gets much smaller. The pressure is on. Anything you say, anything you do is now under scrutiny by everyone around you. And to me, that sucks. If you take away the ability to make mistakes, there is no true learning. Yes, you can get a lot of information from reading textbooks or reading Twitter or reading anything online, but nothing matches doing it yourself. Nothing will ever match making that mistake yourself. I'm not saying anyone should go out of their way to mess up. Like, that's not what I'm getting at. I just think the fear of failure is too big right now. I don't think it should be that big of a thing. If everybody is afraid of failure, then who's going to step up to bat? Who's going to actually take the leap? Who's going to take the risk? Who's going to do what they need to do to try to succeed? Again, when you look throughout history, there's not a single example of success that did not stem from some kind of risk, from some kind of potential mistake, from some kind of real mistake. Nobody is perfect. Nobody ever will be perfect. Trying to put that pressure on anybody else is not fair. People really just care about whether they are making a positive change in the world, which is what we all want. Don't hold it against them. Don't hold it against yourself. Just do your best. I don't really know why I'm making this one. I'm just really feeling it right now. I woke up feeling bad. There's just a lot going on right now. Do me a favor. Take a break. Take care of yourself. Watch a good movie. And make mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's all I got. I love you. Goodbye.
Oh, somebody just grabbed a cannon over here.
The ring isn't very far.
No, they dipped out. Like, they cleared it. Hold on. They're back.
Subject spotted.
Knock. Push. Oh,
10 seconds until the ring closes.
gotta be a different team.
I'm under fire.
That's all but one.
Recharging shields. Shot fires at me.
Let's put you in a bind.
Broken enemy shield. I cracked. Contact with target.
Oh, there's so many of them. Got at least 6 of them. That's a mirage.